2025 WNBA free agency. Believe it or not, it's not Kelsey Mitchell or bust for the Fever. The Indiana Fever will probably bring back all-star shooting guard Kelsey Mitchell. But the move will not fix their biggest flaw, defense. After some initial issues last season, the Indiana Fever made the playoffs for the first time since 2016, looking like a team on the way up. With over $650,000 in cap space, they can target some big names to continue to accelerate the organization's rise. The issue, though, is whether another star will be able to share the spotlight with Caitlin Clark and whether there will be enough time on the court for other players to reach their potential. Last year, head coach Christy Side's rotations weren't particularly flexible, with Grace Berger and Victoria Saxton usually spending whole games on the bench. Berger played in only 11 games last season, while Saxton saw action in just 9 contests. It's evident that keeping the two in Indiana is stunting their growth. Unless something changes, it may be better for both sides if the players move on to where they'll be more appreciated. For the Fever, this would mean 2 additional roster spots, which may become crucial since the previous regime dug the team into a bit of a ditch. Their 2 highest earners are bench players, and because their contracts are protected, the financial flexibility of the Fever is limited. While Katie Lou Samuelson is a good locker room presence, the Fever could have an awesome veteran in Erica Wheeler if they decide to bring back the unrestricted free agent for a much lower annual salary. Samuelson's on-court production in 2024 did not validate a salary that approaches the range paid to all-stars. Damiris Dantas, the Fever's second highest paid player, had a couple of issues on and off the court last season, so it remains to be seen how she'll perform if she gets to enjoy a full training camp and good health. Those are some minor team-building issues to consider. The Fever's top priority will be bringing back unrestricted free agent Kelsey Mitchell. But is that the proper decision? Here's how Indiana will enter free agency, followed by a closer analysis of the tough decisions facing the team. Mitchell is an elite scorer and should be brought back at all costs. Kelsey Mitchell is coming off the best season of her career, with career highs in points per game, 19.2, and field goal percentage, 46.8. And she capped it off with the first playoff appearance of her career. Mitchell waited 7 long years for her first taste of postseason basketball, exhibiting incredible patience and resilience, which deserve to be rewarded. With Caitlin Clark handling the playmaking, Mitchell can pick her spots and develop into an even more dangerous scorer. The Fever could then sign Natasha Howard, most recently of the Dallas Wings, to play the 4, draft Aisha Sivka, a 6'3", 19-year-old Slovenian shooting sensation, and hope that their offense makes up for their defensive shortcomings. If the Fever choose to call Mitchell, she could make close to $250,000. Is she worth it? Yes. But does the move make the most sense for the Fever? It depends. The Fever also need defense. Last year, Lexi Hull was the Fever's best perimeter defender. She handled the toughest defensive assignments on the wing, while also being a reliable 3-point scorer, which resulted in the best season of her pro career. Despite Hull's efforts, the Fever was second to last in defensive rating and opposition points per game. Imagine if, instead of bringing back Mitchell, the Fever decided to bring in new head coach Stephanie White's old acquaintances, the WNBA power couple of Duana Bonner and Alyssa Thomas. Hull could be moved to the guard position, while Nalisa Smith would come off the bench and get an advanced basketball education from some of the best forwards in the game.